Welcome back to the Arnott install series. Today we're replacing the rear air spring on a BMW X5 using the Arnott part number A-2642. Just a note, this part is also compatible with the BMW X6. Eddie's pulling the BMW onto the lift right now. He'll handle the install on the vehicle, and I will walk you through each step so that you know exactly what is happening and why. You ready to go, Eddie?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, let's get started. Before you work on any air suspension system, always follow the safety information in the vehicle's owner's manual and service manual. The system can be under pressure, so relieving that pressure safely is critical. Lift and support the vehicle at the correct jacking points, and make sure it is stable before you go underneath. Never work under a vehicle that is not properly supported. If you're working around electrical components, follow the manufacturer procedures for disconnecting power. Wear eye protection and gloves and keep dirt and debris away from airlines and fittings. Start by setting the steering to straight ahead. Then raise the vehicle and make sure it's safely supported. Remove the rear wheel on the side you are servicing so you can access the rear air suspension and the air spring. Next, connect your scan tool and access the air suspension system. Using the tool, remove the residual air pressure from the rear air suspension.
Hey guys, whenever you're deflating the rear air springs, always keep in mind, just a good tip, make sure you keep a battery charger by you or at least hook it up to the vehicle. It's gonna need just enough, about 14 volts, to carry through the system to actually properly deflate the rear air springs.
Once the air spring is fully deflated, move to the lower seat. Use a pry bar on the bottom piston to release it from the lower air spring seat. Then move to the top of the air spring. Turn the top of the air spring counterclockwise about 90 degrees to unlock it from the upper mount. Once it's unlocked, pull the air spring out of the vehicle. With the air spring out of the vehicle, remove the airline from the old unit. Then remove the original airline fitting from the hose and discard it. Slide the threaded portion of the fitting up the airline. Open the collet so it releases its grip, and slide the fitting off the hose. The original fitting will not be reused. Before you reinstall this airline, inspect it carefully. Scratches, nicks, or deep cuts can cause leaks. If the airline is damaged, replace it before you install the new air spring. Now, bring in the new Arnott rear air spring. This is part number A-2642, designed for the BMW X5 and X6. Do not remove the air fitting from the air spring. Doing so can cause damage or may void the warranty. Instead, remove and dispose of the white shipping pin from the air fitting. The pin protects the fitting during shipping and confirms this is a new, unused connection. Insert the existing airline straight into the new airline fitting until it stops. Make sure you fill the airline bottom out inside the fitting. Give the airline a gentle pull to confirm it is fully seated. If it pulls out, easily push it back in until it locks. Install the new Arnott air spring into the vehicle in reverse order of removal. Position the top of the air spring in the upper mount. Rotate the top into the locked position so it is fully seated in the upper mount. Make sure the air spring is properly oriented with the lower seat. Then press the bottom piston into the lower air spring seat until both locking tabs engage. You should feel and hear it click into place. After installing, use the scan tool to refill the air suspension component. Follow the manufacturer procedures for refilling the system or for any suspension checks or calibrations that are required.
So after airing up your rear air springs, to check for air leaks, since the airline runs way up tucked inside on this vehicle to where I can get soapy water to check for an air leak, the best way to do it is after a while, maybe after an hour, just check the ride height, see if it's actually going lower on one side than the other. At that point, you'll know if there's a leak in the system. If there is, recheck the valve block, make sure that it's not leaking from there.
Also, verify the parts alignment to ensure everything is correct before returning the vehicle to the customer. Reinstall the rear wheel and torque the hardware to the manufacturer specification. As you finish up, make sure all the fasteners are tightened to the values in the service information for this vehicle. With the new Arnott rear air spring installed and the airline locked in and everything torqued to spec, Eddie, we're ready to put this BMW back on the road. Thanks for watching this Arnott install. For more air suspension guides, Check out the rest of the Arnott install series, and as always, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.